Hello and welcome back to Alaman Speaks. It is Shantae Long here, your Astro Queen, back with another video. And today we're going to be focusing on Pisces. Okay, so if you were born between February 9th and March 20th, this video is about you. You are the Pisces, the fish. Now, the numerical value associated with the word Pisces is 8, okay? There are other signs that also have this numerical influence over their sign, but it means something different for each and every one of them. So, what does the 8 mean for Pisces? The 8 for Pisces represents infinity, okay? All-encompassing, endless cycles, beginning and end, life and death, infinity. What does this tell you about Pisces? Okay, this tells you that Pisces is all encompassing. Pisces encompasses every other sign before it. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn. Every single sign before Pisces is encompassed in Pisces, if that makes sense. So this sign is very deep. This sign feels very deeply, and this sign is a huge empath. It absorbs energy. They're also known as the zodiac mirror. They're going to mirror your energy. They're going to mirror your actions and your mannerisms. And they may even mirror the way you speak. So this is why a lot of times Pisces can come off as deceitful or deceptive or two-faced, because they tend to mirror people. They tend to adapt to your emotions. They tend to adapt to your mood, your vibrations. So they can switch it up. They're chameleons. People often call them two-faced or deceiving or liars because they tend to mimic or they tend to absorb the vibrations and the energy of the people surrounding them. And this is not on purpose, trust me. If the Pisces could be rid of this superpower, I'm sure they would. Because it's heavy on them. It's a huge burden because people are always telling Pisces their problems, and Pisces are always taking on people's problems. You'll notice that a Pisces is the first person to take on your problems. They want to help you solve your whole world. They want to be your hero. So they take on your problems. They take on your pain. They take on your anger. They take on your frustration, your irritation. Anything you are feeling around them, they carry this load as well. If I could correlate Pisces to an X-Men character, it would be Professor Xavier, definitely, because he encompasses all. He's all encompassing. He's all powerful. He's all forgiving. He's self-sacrificing. He is able and he is willing to take on other people's problems and other people's pain. This is also why Pisces is known as the sign of suffering. And it's not always suffering of the self. It's not always them suffering from their situations and their own personal problems. Oftentimes it's them suffering from other people's problems and other people's pain that they have taken on. So they tend to always be suffering from something. Pisces also rules the 12th house, and this is the last house of the zodiac. And this house represents endings. It represents surrendering. It represents death. It represents the afterlife, old age, separation or estrangement from society or from your family, institutions, hospitals, jails, hidden agendas, secret enemies, imagination, creativity. It's also the house of dreams and arts and dance and film, poetry, journalism, and the subconscious. So these people are deep. These people are heavy. These people are complex. Like if Pisces was an album, it would be Kid Cudi's Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying. That is Pisces' life story in a nutshell. Passion, pain, and demon slaying. They are always dealing with somebody's pain. They're always battling with demons, and they convert this pain into passion, into creativity, into art. Pisces make amazing artists. They make amazing writers, film directors, journalists. They can really be good at anything that requires an artistic flair. Anything that requires them to synthesize pain with passion. This combination is really dynamic in music, producing, acting. And you'll notice a lot of music made by Pisces or beats or movies or books written by Pisces. They're very different. They're very kind of sci-fi. Anything they produce musically, physically, or visually, it kind of puts you in this dream world or in this dream atmosphere, especially their music. If you ever listen to the music that a Pisces produces, it puts you in a dream world. It kind of gives you this out-of-body experience. Pisces, they have a very deep and spiritual connection with music like no other sign. They are very deeply connected to music. Pisces has a special ear for music. They have a special ear for sonics. And this is why they're able to make incredible music and incredible art. Pisces make incredible cartoonists because they have that imagination. They have that bottomless pit of dreams and pain and passion. They have all of these spiritual things to draw from. And since they're constantly absorbing everyone's energy and everyone's vibration, they're constantly absorbing new ideas and new ways to express pain and passion and sorrow and enlightenment. Pisces rules jails and hospitals and institutions. So Pisces can spend a lot of time in jail. They can spend a lot of time in hospitals. They can be very sickly. Or they can work in a hospital. They can be a nurse or a CNA. They can work in a jail as a CO. But they rule this domain. They rule hospitals. They rule jails. So they can either be locked up a lot, or they might just spend some time in jail, or they can work in a jail or hospital. You'll notice that a Pisces has a high tolerance for drugs. Any type of drug, really, because Pisces rules addiction. So these people can drink. They can drink and they can party. Don't be surprised if your Pisces friend wants to do acid or coke, or they want to do some shrooms or some shit. I mean, they're into that shit. They're into escaping. They're into anything that will alter their mind, enhance their dreams, and ultimately their creativity. And because they're all encompassing and all absorbing, they develop a type of strength and a type of tolerance. So this also comes to drugs and alcohol. They can party. They like to have fun. They like to get drunk, or they like to get high and talk about their dreams, talk about fantasy shit and sci-fi, and play video games. They like to do shit like that because it's dreamy. It's separation from the real world. And because of this kind of escaping act that they do have, they tend to be estranged from society or estranged from their families because they like to be alone. They like to be by themselves because they can dream. They can be inside their head. They can tune in, and they like that. They like to be away from it all. They like to be away from everybody, and they have to. Pisces has to get away. Pisces needs alone time, because if they're always around you, they're always around someone, they're always absorbing your energy. So their moods can change a lot, and this can be mental turmoil. This can be very heavy on them. But if they are estranged from society or estranged from their families, they always come back because they're so loving and they're so forgiving. They just need time to recharge. They need time to recharge their batteries and just like kind of empty their tanks and just kind of like release it all so that they can take in more shit. Despite all of this pain and sorrow and suffering, the Pisces, they are surprisingly very optimistic and very relaxed and very nonchalant and very unbothered by life. They don't really let anything stress them out. A Pisces will tell you, like, I don't let anything stress me out. They're very relaxed and kind of phlegmatic in their disposition. The Pisces female, she's the woman of every man's dreams, in her energy. She's very alluring and very dreamy when she looks at you. She has these dreamy eyes and this dreamy voice, and she's so soft and gentle, and she's just very warm and welcoming. There's something about a Pisces that is very angelic. There's something very angelic about them. When you're around them, you feel instantly comfortable. Like, it's so crazy. Like, you can be meeting them for the first time, but upon meeting them, you're like, wow, I just feel really relaxed right now. Like, okay, well, this is all right. They have that effect on people. But Pisces, they also have that Virgo on the dark side of them. So they can have a lot of anxiety and feel totally worthless at times, especially the females. So they need to be reassured that they're appreciated and that they're loved and that you care for them. This is a big, big thing with Pisces because oftentimes they feel unappreciated. They feel like their deeds go unrecognized, or they just go unrecognized for all the shit that they take on and all the weight that they bear, and the fact that they're so forgiving and they're so loving. They just want to be appreciated. They just want somebody to say, hey, you know what? Thank you so much for just being you. They do not get that. Because of that Virgo energy in them, this causes them to feel sometimes worthless, not good enough, having self-doubt, being fearful. This makes them extremely sentimental. Pisces are very sensitive. It doesn't really take much to hurt their feelings. They might not always show this in front of you. They may be hurt on the inside, and they may go to a private place and cry. And sometimes they can be really hurt by your comments. Even something that mildly resembles criticism, this can really hurt them, and they could cry for hours about this. They could cry all day about it. I mean, they'll just be bawling about this because you hurt them so bad. They absorb energy different. So the slightest correction or the slightest slip up, this could really hurt their feelings. So you have to really be careful with what you say to them, and you have to use a lot of tact. Pisces are very shy and emotionally vulnerable and very afraid to expose themselves. Pisces are very wise. Because they're all encompassing and they're all knowing, Now, they're not know-it-alls. They actually hate know-it-alls. Don't get me wrong. They're not know-it-alls. They're all-knowing. They have wisdom. They're wise. They have the gift of discernment. They have the gift of discrimination. When I say all-knowing, I mean all-feeling. They're highly intuitive, so this sets off their senses, allowing them to know, allowing them to predict, allowing them to foresee. And because they encompass every other sign that comes before them, they're wise. They've been there and they've done that. Whenever you encounter a Pisces, you are encountering an old soul. I don't care if the Pisces is a newborn. They've been here longer than you. They've lived more lives than you. They're an old soul. They're wiser than you already at birth. Whenever you encounter a Pisces, and this is very powerful, whenever you encounter a Pisces, pay attention to where you are. Pay attention to what you're doing. Whenever you encounter a Pisces, this is a lesson to be learned. Pisces, they teach us lessons and they mirror us. That scenario, that situation, that moment right there is supposed to teach you something very important. Because Pisces rules the afterlife. It rules the dream world. It rules our subconscious self. So a Pisces is going to absorb your energy and project your subconscious to you. They're going to project your vibration to you. They're going to show you who you are. Pisces is never mean. They're not mean people. They're very friendly, very polite, and they never judge. They're going to let you be who you are, however you choose to do that. And this is why Pisces, they have a lot of friends from a lot of different places and a lot of different backgrounds. It doesn't matter how you look. A Pisces can feel if you are real or not. And they judge you off of this. And even then, they're subjective. Pisces are not forceful. And a Pisces female, she will never try to dominate you. She's not dominating. She actually prefers for you to be the dominating one. She prefers you to be in charge. Pisces females, they really just want you to hold them and love them and cuddle with them and tell them that you appreciate them and just let them cry on your shoulder. They're just very sentimental in that way. They just want to cuddle and they just want to feel love and good vibes and they want to absorb beautiful sounds. Pisces need music to survive, like for real. She just wants to feel love. She wants to feel like a lady. She's dainty. She's prissy. She wants you to open her door and pull out her chair and open the pickle jar. She's very feminine and she likes to feel feminine. And she will lean on you completely. She will lean on you and she will have complete confidence in you and she will believe in you and she will reflect you. So if you start mistreating her, she's going to absorb that and give it back. Because she's all encompassing and she encompasses every sign, she's going to absorb your anger and your mistreatment, but when she gives it back to you, it's going to be much more destructive. When a Pisces feels like you have wronged them, they can be very defensive and they can be very destructive. They will destroy you and they will get inside your head. They rule illusions, so they'll have you thinking shit that's not there or thinking shit that's not real, have you believing shit that's not true. All of a sudden, they'll just fuck you over. They'll just do some crazy destructive shit to you. So be careful how you treat these people. There's two types of Pisces, okay? Now, the first type of Pisces is the one that remains on the lookout for any opportunity that comes their way. They're on the lookout for musical opportunities, writing opportunities, filmmaking opportunities, creative opportunities, anything that can enhance their creativity, enhance their dreams, just enhance their experience, period, right? And the other type of Pisces is the Pisces that gets wrapped up in their dreams too much and they never accomplish anything. They just stay in the dream world. They're always fantasizing and they're always wishing and hoping and praying and never doing anything. Because there's so much in the dream world, they don't realize when opportunity is in front of them and they miss out. And you don't have to be afraid to say something like too taboo or something too outrageous to them because trust me, they have heard it and seen it all before. They have dreamed it all. There's nothing you can say that is too crazy to them. Nothing. There's nothing you can say that is too weird. Share your wildest dreams with a Pisces. They'll put that shit in a song or in a poem. They have an amazing ability to turn their experiences into art, music, writing, film. Never, ever, 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 ever bash a Pisces dreams. Okay, so they rule the dream world, as we have said so many times, and this is really important to them. Their dreams are important. They tend to turn their dreams and fantasies into real life, into music, into art, into poetry, into movies, into novels. So they take this very seriously. This is very deep to them and this is something that they hold dear. So if they tell you a dream and you bash it or you laugh at it or you say it's stupid or silly, they're either going to break down and start crying their eyes out or they're going to rip you apart and drown you with words, hurtful ones. Because believe me, a Pisces knows your insecurities. They know what you fear because they have been around you and they have absorbed that energy. They know you. They're psychic and they can be very hurtful. Pisces is an information magnet. Information just tends to find them. Oftentimes it comes to them in their dreams. It comes to them when they're fantasizing or when they're just walking along, something just speaks to them. And because they're telepaths, they can be led by people far away from them. They can be led by these energies and these spirits to information. And this is another reason why they're so wise. They are Professor X, and we are the X-Men. A Pisces will always keep your mind active. They'll always keep your mind engaged. And they'll always stretch your mind. They'll always make you think outside the box. They think on a totally different level. They see shit in color. They see shit in shapes. They see shit in symbols. So they're very abstract. A Pisces father, because they're so forgiving and they're kind of soft, they're kind of very gentle. They don't make the best disciplinarians because they're so forgiving. They're so willing to forgive their children so quickly, so they don't make the best disciplinarians. So if you are with a Pisces male and you guys are thinking about having kids, just keep this in mind. You might have to be the one to discipline the children because the Pisces man, he's so forgiving. He doesn't want to be mean. He doesn't want to be the bad guy. He just wants to love and inspire. But the Pisces man will always remember your birthday, your anniversary, special occasions. They love this stuff. They're very romantic. They're in love with love. So they will always remember things that are special to you. They will always appreciate you. They'll always make you feel like $1,000,000 as long as you appreciate them. I keep thinking about the song Respect by Aretha Franklin because she's also a Pisces as well. This just validates what a Pisces wants. They want respect. They want to be appreciated. That's all they want is respect. Oh my gosh. She is so true to her sign. She sums that up so well, being a Pisces herself. So like that's them in a nutshell. They just want respect. They want to be appreciated and they want to be held. Hold them. Play music for them and love them. Be kind to them. That's all they want. Okay, so this is my video on Pisces. I hope this helped you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Alignment Speaks for more videos like this. Thank you.